Hi everyone. So in this short video, I'll be going over how I do my example assignment one. So first, let's look at the guidelines assignment, or I should say like the particular details you include. So here are my given details. I know that and just to make it a more like realistic example, I'm going to say that this COVID-19 vaccination information is with Dr. Kroll. Or even Dr. Fleming. Let's do Dr. Fleming because I think that would be an easier example. So we know that the COVID-19 vaccination information is with Dr. Fleming. It's going to be on April 23rd, 2021 from 4 to 6 p.m. and hosted through Zoom. This is not an actual event, but it's a great example of the type of event that we host through Mason and Pooh. So here's some particular criteria I want to keep note of while choosing a template. So is it eye-catching and maintains professionalism? Is it going to be easy to remove like the unnecessary elements, such as like a picture of like a taco or a picture of a dog, and will allow for my text to look clean. So let me share that criteria with you right now. All right, if you guys can't see the screen, let me know. But I'm just gonna give you like a few seconds just to look over the criteria. All right. If you need more time, you're always welcome to pause the video, but I'm just gonna move on. So let me share my screen again to the flyer. So this is the type of post that I chose for on the event was a flyer, 5.5 times 8.5. You're also welcome to do like an Instagram post. You can do a poster. Yeah, those are the top three I would recommend when marketing like an event. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just play around, look for some templates to suit. So if I want to find like a particular template, you could either like use speaker, and you see that I actually got this particular flyer from from searching a speaker. But I can also use this instead, or I can use maybe join the women's ministry. Of course, this isn't really a ministry, but don't worry if you get something that's not related to health. The point is that we just want to make sure our flyer looks appealing and professional. So let's go ahead, just for time being, let's just choose the online business class flyer. And we want to make it look nice and everything. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna look for any like elements that look sloppy. And I can see here that I'm not gonna be able to like move this up or anything. Like even if I do, it's gonna be out of my margins. So we're gonna get rid of this big fat stripe because we just want it to be one color. We're gonna get rid of the dots. We're gonna get rid of the website. And we will get rid of this address because everyone knows where Mason campus is. Or it's not really even necessary because we're going through Zoom. So I'm gonna scroll in. You can just use, all right. Now here is the thing. You don't want to scroll in too much like what I did, because that way you won't be able to click on the elements and like edit them. Rather, what I would do is that I would go to 100 or anything that works best for you. Just for the time being, I'm going to work with a 50, with 50%, just so I can really see my my flyer. So for my logo, I'm gonna present something like Mason M. Who presents dot dot dot. And I want to make sure this looks a little bigger. So I'm going to enlarge it. I'm going to move so it doesn't leave my margins. So Mason M. Who presents. And this is where I could really just like enter information about the particular event I'm interested in. So for this particular event, I would be going through, I would be hosting something about a COVID-19 vaccination information session. So I'm going to type that. And I will give you like the exact like wording for the event to use, like the exact title event. So you don't have to like tweak it or anything. And I actually don't recommend tweaking it. You could just do with Dr. Fleming. You can see here that this picture is blocking. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna move my elements, the other elements, and these elements would be the picture, this random white space, which I'm gonna get rid of in a minute. So just move everything. Everything. Okay, good. And just to make this like guess more like neater, I want to do this. And as I'm like doing my flyer, I'm realizing that this white space and the three dots are just like really unnecessary. So I'm just going to get rid of this element, and you can do that by clicking the backspace. Right. Oh, remember that if you do make an accidental erase, you can always just like undo your changes, and it will just bring you back. So no worries if you do accidentally delete something. So, all right, now that I have my my information about the event, I could choose to like make it smaller, just so it just looks like a lot nicer. Okay, and I'm gonna move this. I can use a different format because this might be boring or not as professional. So I'm gonna the most common this is my favorite. My favorite font to use would be the Abaya Libre Regular or Libra Bakersville or Baskerville, sorry. But Monster is always great. These are the three types of fonts that I would recommend using, and I'm going to talk more about that in the PowerPoint. So yes, I'm going to make sure that the formatting is consistent. We don't want we don't want to use like two different formats because it like really looks sloppy and everything. So you can see everything's just like about like the presentation. So I'm going to expand this, make it look nice. Give it a little right. All right, you can see how much neater that looks. And if I want to like fill up more space, I totally can do that. Okay, awesome. All right, now this is definitely not Dr. Fleming, and I want to make sure I can find pictures. So normally, like if it wasn't for like a speaker or anything, you could just go through some royal-free images, or you could use the Google Drive to find like photos to use from like previous events. But I'll talk more about that when we start focusing on like conferences, like how to market for conferences and everything, or use Canva to market for conferences. So just for the time being, I'm gonna look for Dr. Fleming's. Go to GMU. Look for a picture of her that I can include. So here's a picture. I'm gonna save it. Dr. Fleming picture. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and add it. So I'm going to get rid of this guy. I'm going to replace the image. You can just delete that for the time being. Go to device. Okay. We'll let this upload. All right, perfect. And just, you're always welcome to just like delete this if it's gonna look messy. Center that a bit. Okay. Gonna give some adequate space. And just to make this background look nicer, I'm gonna use a blue. There we go. Just want to get rid of that. All right, now it looks more centered. So what I did here was that I went to position and I just clicked on center and it centered it for me. And you can totally do that with these like text. So you can do that, do whatever you like. And just to make sure that we're looking for like a nice element or something, we could use something like a macaroni cheese. I don't know why you do that, but I'll talk more about that in a minute. For now, let's just focus on getting the text in because we do want to like include text. So include this cute font combinations, or we can just include like the regular fonts. So as with the back templates, I also want to find like something that looks professional. So something that could look nice would be Dr. Adric Warson. This font, I'm going to move this down. The same criteria is going to apply. And you're just going to really like play around with it. So yeah, it's not going to work. So I'm going to delete this. I'm actually going to do like a peeling format because this is just not looking great anymore. Yeah, that looks ugly. No offense. Okay. All right, I'm going to use Hindi. Use the Hindi one because it looks nice. Let's just expand her. I think that would look a lot nicer. So this is really just like a decision that you're gonna have to make on your own, but no worries. I just want to show an example of how a flyer is made. So it may not look as professional, but we'll make it look professional. So let's just say April 23rd, 2021. I'm going to shrink this a bit. I'm going to move it with my my little compass looking thing. And there. And just to make sure I can get more information. So I'm going to get the blue, make sure the font matches. Or if I want to do this, I could also just turn it to white. 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 So copy and paste. Wow. Okay, so this is going to be from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern. Scroll down. Good. Right, just to copy and paste this. Now that I'm realizing that my formats look inconsistent, I'm going to look at workout. And workout is going to be COVID-19 information session. As I said, this looks much more appealing than whatever we had. Let's do featuring Lilia Fleming. That's gonna look bad if I don't shrink the format. So I'm gonna shrink it to 18. All right, I'm gonna replace here. And don't worry if you have to like keep trying and doing trial and error, like what I'm doing. This is really about like finding like the right format and everything for like your flyer. You could just shrink it and get rid of that. I'll move this down to give it adequate space. Down, down. Where's that a bit? I could even just like use this one. Or this. Let's use Horta, not Horta. Alice. Alice sounds good. So Alice would be the best. All right. Let's expand this more. Okay, that looks much, much better. Now let's make this into Alice. 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 All right, awesome. Let's shrink it a bit. We're gonna include some more stuff. I'm gonna make it look like an actual Zoom call. So let's just say that we're looking for a picture of a Zoom screen. Go to elements or photos. Elements will make it look, I guess, more appealing though. So let's just say this was a student. Do here. Not this one. Let's do this one. I'm a big fan of collages. So you're always welcome to like, do a collage if you're really interested in that. You see here, I can't really expand it, so I'm going to delete that. But this would be like really cool include. Or you don't even have to do Dr. Fleming. Like we can just hide her face. Or you could do Dr. Fleming and another. Just like giving you, I'm just like providing you with a possibility of like options. So let's go let's just for the time being, let's just do information session. We just want something that appeals people really. So we could do screen share. We could do people who are listening. We could do COVID-19 itself, like the spiky. You could see how much better that looks. So as I said, you can literally choose any template you like. Most probably something that's professional because it's like, I guess like easier to like edit. You don't have to like delete as much. But if you're always welcome to go for like a party flyer or anything that because it may end up looking like really like wow. All right. You can see how much that looks. See how much nicer that looks? All right. Awesome. So this is the final result of my flyer. And you're always welcome to like look for a pitch if you want to include a picture of Dr. Fleming if you can. You don't have to, but I would recommend doing so. Do here. Ta-da. All right. Here we go. And let's to rename it. Let's just call this COVID-19 information flyer assignment 1. Okay, so you can see how much better that looks. And now to download and publish. You want to make sure they can either like share through Google Drive. That's another option. If you want to like just email it to yourself, you can do that. I wouldn't recommend Facebook group because we don't really have one. So, but Google Drive is always a great one if you just want to like have in the Google Drive and just download from there. Or you can just download directly. Let's just download directly for the time being. PNG. Yeah, I would do PNG. Download, compress. All right. And here should be downloaded. All right, and that's how I created my first assignment. A picture of the finalized product will be posted on the next slide after this video. So thanks for listening. Let me know if you have any questions, concerns. I'll be happy to hop into a Zoom call anytime by appointment. So take care, everyone.